Yeah, so it's exactly like we talked about, right? The three tiers, and it's white and beautiful. Well, of course. No, I know my fiance was going to call, but, I just wasn't sure that... I got to call you back. What are you doing? Look, close your eyes.
What?
Close your eyes. No, let go. Let go. Just close your eyes. You can't see me right now.
Yes, I can see you.
No, you can't.
Look,
no.
You look beautiful, too.
Oh, you're not supposed to see me. It's bad luck. I'm the bride. You're the groom. This is the wedding day. You know that bad luck thing.
No. That stuff doesn't matter anymore.
What? Why doesn't it matter anymore?
You see, as the millennium rolls in, what used to be bad luck is now good luck.
Well, except this isn't the millennium yet. It's tomorrow.
I know, but we're so close.
Yeah, we are. But I have so many things to do. At least, I thought I had a lot of things to do. I keep calling people and asking them if they've taken care of everything. And guess what? Everything's sort of been taken care of.
Well, that's because I said I would handle it. Did you not think I was going to handle it?
Yeah, because you promised me the moon and the stars.
Well, didn't you believe me?
Yeah, I always believe you. But still, I just want to make sure that everything is absolutely perfect.
It is going to be perfect, I promise. And it's the first of many promises that I'm going to make today to you.
John DeSantis, orthopedic. Dr. John DeSantis, orthopedic.
Are you Neil's father?
What?
Are you, Frank? And if so, are you also the father to the baby Courtney just lost?
This is crazy.
Then answer my question, damn it.
I don't have to answer anything, especially when all you're trying to do is make trouble.
Hey, listen, if you're waiting for a call from the lab, I already took a message for you.
Well, what did they say?
They said that the results from that HLA test are going to take a while longer.
Thanks.
Yeah. These results must be pretty important.
Well, I want things to work out for my patient.
I just spoke to Eve. Whatever the prosecution pulled yesterday definitely has something to do with Kevin.
Okay, well, let's not get nervous about their tactical maneuvers, okay? We have a very solid case. Is there anything?
No. Whatever they were after isn't new physical evidence. They submitted nothing for discovery.
Well, something is definitely up.
All rise. This trial court of the state of New York is now in session. The Honorable Anita Martin presiding.
Please be seated. Barring motions, let's bring in the jury. Dr. Locke, please resume your place on the stand. I remind you, you're still under oath.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ready to proceed, Miss Jensen?
Yes, Your Honor. Dr. Locke, I'd like to ask you about a former patient.
Objection, relevance.
Goes to credibility of Dr. Locke as an expert witness, or shall I say, lack of credibility.
Overruled. Ask the question.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Let's hope this works.
5 years ago, did you treat a patient named Jane Phillips?
Yes.
Please describe for us that situation.
Jane was young, in her early 20s, from a very wealthy family. She'd fallen under the influence of a cult. I was hired by her family to deprogram her.
So her mind was under the control of another person or persons, and it was your job to free her mind of that control.
That's correct.
Isn't that what you're doing with the defendant?
No, the two cases have no similarities.
Really? I think the similarities between the two cases are striking. Wasn't Jane Phillips also accused of murder?
Jane was accused of having participated in a murder that the cult carried out. She was so traumatized she couldn't remember any of the events that night. I started working with her, and several months later, she recalled that she remained in the van the night in question.
So what you're saying is you eventually got her to say that she wasn't involved in the murder.
Well, I didn't get her to say anything. I helped a patient regain her memory.
Sounds more like the defendant all the time. Do you always fix it so that your patients can get away with murder?
Objection!
Withdrawn. Dr. Locke, you claim that the cases of Julie Devlin Ramsey and Jane Phillips are not at all similar, but isn't it true that Jane Phillips, like Julie Devlin Ramsey, stood trial for murder?
Yes.
And you also testified at that trial?
Yes.
Would you mind sharing with us what you said to the jury?
That was 5 years ago. I wouldn't be able to give an accurate account.
Your
of the-
Honor, I would like to enter into evidence Prosecution Exhibit 54A, the transcripts from Jane Phillips' murder trial.
Objection, we're not trying Jane Phillips.
I've already ruled on this, Mr. Leopold. The state may proceed as long as it pertains to Dr. Locke's credibility.
Specifically, I'm referring to pages 101 through 184, the testimony of Dr. Locke.
So entered.
Your Honor, I ask permission to read from the transcript. Defense attorney. Has Jane improved? Witness. Oh, yes. Her reality testing is now completely functional. She's regained her locus of control, and her sense of self has returned fully intact. After this glowing testimonial, Jane Phillips was acquitted of the murder charges and released back into society. Isn't that true?
Yes, that's true.
And then what happened to Ms. Phillips?
She had to be readmitted to a hospital.
And why was that?
She had a relapse.
A relapse? Don't you mean to say, doctor, that she murdered her own father?
Yes, she killed her father.
So what is it with you, Dr. Locke? You have some sort of need to put murderers back on the street?
Objection! Objection!
Oh, okay. The music. I hope. Is it done? And the decorations?
Lucy, it's a veterans lodge. You know, there's going to be flags and cannons and guns and a big moose head.
Wait. You told me you were going to get rid of all that stuff and decorate it really... You poop.
But I did keep one little elk head, though.
Where? Where? Oh.
Victor, come in.
Victor, hi. Thank you so very much for coming.
Now that I'm getting my voice back, it gives me a chance to give my very best wishes to both of you.
Thanks.
Speaking as a newlywed myself, I can testify that marriage is an island of tranquility in the midst of a sea of chaos.
Well, I'll get a life jacket then.
Oh, don't pay any attention to him. That was a beautiful sentiment.
Thank you. What did you want to see me about?
Sit down, please. Will you? Listen, Victor, I was wondering, I was thinking that it would mean, I just wanted to ask you if...
Spit it out.
Oh, okay. Victor, will you give me away? I know that it would mean so very much to me, so very much, but I'd understand if you would feel uncomfortable, and didn't want to do it because of Kevin and all.
Lucy, I'm very honored.
You are? You are?
Well, it seems very appropriate. You were nearly my daughter-in-law, and I still think of you as my daughter.
And you are the only father I've ever really known. You're as close to a dad as I can ever get.
That's the nicest thing you could ever say to me. Well, I guess I'd better get home and dust off my tuxedo.
Yeah,
right?
Yes,
all right. And thank you, and I'll see you both tonight.
Right. Victor?
Yes?
Thank you.
Oh, moi! Je suis ravi!
Au revoir!
Au revoir!
Hasta la vista! Bye!
I told you that crackpot would go for it.
You're right. You're right. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my goodness. Victor? Victor? Oh, my goodness. What happened? Oh.
I'm dancing on air, and I didn't see the bottom step. Oh, hey, can't do that.
Wait a minute. What is it? Is your knee, your ankle?
No, it's not even on my ankle.
Okay, sit down.
No. It's just a sprain.
Just a sprain. Oh, my goodness. Look at this. It's already starting to swell. Oh, my.
I'm sure I'll be perfectly fine. Just help me. Help me stand up.
Wait a minute. You're not fine. You're in a lot of pain here,
I
aren't you?
have a very high threshold for pain.
Okay, wait a minute. You're going to the hospital. Let's go. Come on, put your arm around me. Let's go right now. Well, we three ladies are back from the beauty parlor, all hair done.
What in the world happened?
Well, he sort of tripped. Victor tripped, and we got to get him to the hospital. I think he sprained his ankle.
Oh, my word.
Lucy, this is your wedding day. You should be spending it doing whatever.
No, I will spend it as long as I have to take you to the hospital with Scott. Now, come on, Aunt Charlene, can you get everybody ready, the girls?
You bet.
Okay, of course you can. You can. Wait a minute. I love you. You look beautiful. And you, bye, sweet pea. Come on, I'll see you a little bit later. Aunt Trey, I love you. Thanks for taking care of everything. In fact, I love everybody. Tonight's going to be the best night of our lives. Wait, Coach, hold him.
Laryngitis, smell this. I'm falling apart in front of your eyes.
Don't worry, Aunt Charlene. Don't worry, girls. Everything's going to be just dandy. Come on, arm around. Let's go.
Isn't your treatment of Julie Devlin Ramsey different from that of Jane Phillips?
Very different. Jane was required to take a very powerful psychotropic medication daily. Also, when she was released, she was required to continue with counseling.
And did she?
No, she didn't. Her parents took her back to Manhattan. She discontinued therapy and then went off her medication.
So she only became violent when she failed to follow the treatment that you prescribed.
That's correct.
Will Julie need counseling if she's acquitted and released?
For a while.
And did you prescribe any medication for her?
No, I did not because it wasn't necessary.
Did Jane Phillips have a history of mental illness prior to her involvement with the cult?
Yes, a very long history.
And what about the defendant?
No, Julie has no history of mental illness before being kidnapped by Greg Cooper.
In other words, while the prosecution would like the jury to believe these cases are similar, they're not.
Not even remotely.
Thank you, Dr. Locke. No further questions, Your Honor.
You may step down, Doctor. This court stands adjourned until 10 o'clock tomorrow morning.
All rise.
You're still going to win. Why did they have to attack you like that?
Julie, remember, we've only just begun to present your case.
Julie, I've come to say goodbye. Will you be here tomorrow? No, I'm going back to Europe. Couldn't find any place further away than that? I have to get back, Julie. I am not abandoning you. Oh, come on, Mother. It's what you do. You know, I at least should be grateful that you had the guts to say goodbye this time. If I thought that there was something that I could do to help you, I would stay. But we both know that there isn't.
You know, you can stay. It's important for the jury to see that Julie is maintaining a good relationship with her family. Appearances in a case like this, it means everything.
Yes, appearances are important. And frankly, I've been embarrassed.
Your daughter's life hangs in the balance, and you're worried about the way you look? You don't even deserve to be Julie's mother.
And you do. Isn't that it, Doctor? I came to say goodbye, and I've said it. Thank you for standing up for me. For believing in me when my own...
Hey, come on, give us a break one time, huh?
Rules are rules.
Well, there's no rule against me walking with her to the van, is there?
I'll see you tomorrow. Well, it looks like you won this round, Kevin.
I'm only doing what I believe is right.
And you think keeping Julie locked away in prison for the rest of her life is right?
Look, Kevin never wanted Julie out of Ferncliff. It was your idea to get her to go to trial.
Except the trial is working. The truth is coming out. You let a dangerous woman go free once before, Rachel. I'll make sure that you don't do it again.
What a stupid thing to do.
That's just an accident, Karen. Geez, you seem kind of tense.
I'm not.
Bert Lehman.
Maybe.
Bert Lehman.
Listen, is that situation you told me about the other day, is that still bothering you?
I came across a photograph of Frank and Courtney from 10 years ago, kissing. So I started thinking about Neil and how Courtney hid who his real father was.
Whoa. Well, is this going where I think it's going?
Yeah. But I have no way of proving Frank is Neil's dad.
So this HLA test that you're waiting for, is that Frank's blood?
Right. I mean, I need to get to the truth, Matt. The thing is, if it is Frank...
Then Joe is going to be hurt bad.
Sometimes I wish I never even seen the picture or sent Frank's blood down to the lab, but I spent my entire childhood not knowing who my father was.
Are you running this paternity test simply for Neil's benefit?
Not entirely. I don't trust Frank and Courtney. And if they're hiding this and stringing Joe along...
So you're going to have to tell Joe.
I just don't know how I'm going to do that, Matt. I hid in the funhouse and waited. And when I saw the guy dressed like a knight, I thought it was Joe, and I lifted the sword and rammed it through him. It was actually very easy.
In your professional experience with the defendant, have you ever known Julie Devlin to lie?
Yes.
So she could be lying now when she says she didn't murder John Canellos.
That's very possible.
So what is it with you, Dr. Locke? You have some sort of need to put murderers back on the street?
Jimmy, what's wrong? My chin! Slow down, give me the wheel.
Oh my God, he's having a heart attack!
Let go of the wheel, man. I can't reach the brake.
Well, this is just great. You kept your past hidden, and now it turns out you treated another patient the same way you treated Julie.
I told everyone there were no similarities in that case.
Well, it sure as hell sounded similar to me. My guess is the jury feels the same way. Face it, Rachel, you blew it.
I didn't blow anything. We still have Greg Cooper. Once he takes the stand and he testifies that he committed the murder, we have a reasonable doubt.
Well, you better hope so. Because the only reasonable doubt we had going for us today was your credibility.
You know, I want to wait for these lab results, but if I'm going to get to Scott and Lucy's wedding, I need to...
Karen,
leave.
they're here. Do you have Neil's chart?
Yeah, it's right here. Okay, here's Joe's blood work from back then.
Mm-hmm.
It shows he was the father, and, Frank and Joe's genetic markers can't be identical.
No.
The blood I sent to be tested was definitely Frank's.
Well, then Frank is Neil's father. And Joe's results...
Came from Frank's blood.
Yeah.
Frank or Courtney switched the samples somehow?
To make Joe look like the real father.
How could they do something like that?
Well, that's not the question. The question is, what are you going to do?
The only thing I can do. Tell Joe. Okay, well, so far so good. I mean, there is plenty of parking for everybody, and... Oh, there's a lot of light... Oh.
The big cannon I was talking about, midnight, boom.
Boom. Okay.
All right.
Let's see what it looks like inside.
Okay.
Oh, those are beautiful.
Yes, okay, now, come on, at ease, soldier.
Oh, right, sir, yes.
Come,
sir.
Now, remember when I told you I promised you the stars and the moon and, hey, Vinny!
Oh. Oh, boy. Do you ever deliver? This is absolutely beautiful. I love this. I am so happy. Thank you. Wow.
You okay?
Yeah.
Still cold?
No. I'm fine. I had the strangest feeling I've been here somehow. You know what it is? This is just like the dream I had, where Julie was the angel.